Hello everybody, I'm here with Christian quickly. He's kind of told me something today, so I thought that I'd make a little video about it. What did you tell me today, Christian?
Well, I've been getting a certain amount of posts on Facebook saying that people are booking holidays and being successful in booking these holidays in Ukraine, right in the middle of a war. So I found that quite profound.
Yeah, obviously we went to Travel Republic, which are advertising it, but when you go there it didn't really go anything. But when we were looking through this, it said to contact the hotels privately, and they're advertising hotel stay then.
Yeah, which is quite bizarre. I mean, you shouldn't be able to, right in the middle of a war, especially in the region where it's all started. I mean, it started in 2014 with all the bombing campaigns at Dumbas, so, you know, and it's still heavily going on there. So what is really going on with that?
Due to whatever you want to call them, because they've been invaded, haven't they? That's what we're being told. Then see it on the computer. It just said if you want to go to these places, you've got to book them privately.
Yeah, I mean, with the amount of posts that I've seen and the amount of people have been applying, I mean, I was thinking about doing it myself, and I would have the fourth thing. You know, that's the first thing.
What did you say? Booked and they've gone for 3 weeks.
Yeah, they've gone for 3-week holiday. I think I'm not sure which city though. I can't recall what city it was.
Looking at some of the pictures, it looks quite an old place. Lots of Tartarian stuff. When Russia broke up, then these places, but it's roughly on the edge of where Prussia would have been, and it goes Russia, Lithuania. I forget what it's called. It's Oblast. It's called, and that has a Russian navy live there because that port doesn't freeze in winter. So that's their headquarters of their navy. Yeah, I find that quite incredible myself, that you would have this country there, which would be more of a problem because the Russian Navy are there. They don't mention that. They just go for Ukraine instead. You've got many videos saying Putin didn't invade, that he just wants to get his people out, whether he's lying or whatever. But he's never said he's invaded or gone to war or anything. Anyway, in the background, it's just me looking up hotels. You can find them, but you're going to have to find it when you're at war, that you'd be going, yeah, just contact me privately. Yeah, come to our country. Mind the...
I think it was in Ukraine, because going back, I think either 86 or 89, when the nuclear plant thing happened in Ukraine. So I wonder if that was something to do with the thing that's happening right now about NATO, or the way things are going with it all, because didn't want to join NATO.
You can go to the hotels and book your rooms. It says it there, and even not, it won't say that you can't book holidays.
That's strange, isn't it?
It should be right, you know, they shouldn't be able to advertise any holidays then, should they? Well, sorry, whatever, whichever way. It's just weird that they're advertising holidays.
Well, yeah, perhaps they're trying to estimate when the shelling stops and when the shelling starts.
Maybe that's what it's for. You can go and watch.
It could well be, yeah. I mean,
anyway,
you got
that's a little bit of a joke there, because anyway, we've got our own private feelings which we can't announce, but I'm sure everybody else has the same feelings that watch this channel. Well, Christian, we're coming to the end now. Is there anything else you want to say?
Well, yeah, it's just the fact that it looks like Putin's protecting his people, like you said, and he's protecting Mother Russia, you know. So I speak to, they more or less say the same thing, you know, and I've spoken to hundreds of people, so yeah, I'd probably agree with what you're saying.
Well, I didn't expect to see hotels in Dumbas.
Well, no, that is the bizarrest of the bizarre, you know. So
I mean, maybe other people will say, oh no, when they go there, if they go and look for themselves, they'll say you can't get there, but they're still advertising it on the internet. Nothing is coming up on the internet to say that this country's at war. They're telling you to contact the properties privately. Yeah,
I mean, it's like I said at another point that we spoke in the past, that how far are they willing to take propaganda? But many people are beginning to understand that the mainstream media is pretty much controlled. And
yeah, they got the flags up quick here, didn't they? Let's get one of those flags for them.
Yeah.
Everything seems to be well organised, doesn't it? Even though they're telling us they can't get food and things and all these other things and water and that, but they can get those flags out.
It's like I said, bizarre, and the fact that when CV-19 ended, Ukraine started straight away, even although it'd been going on for 8 years plus. You know, the struggle between it being NATO controlled or being controlled by Russia itself. So it's something that's been in the bag for years and years and years. You know, and we know that Russia's been not attacked, so to speak, but its states have been converted from being Russian to being involved with NATO and part of the Eurasia.
Well, me and Amy found out in the Cold War, which to us wasn't actually a war, but we all know that it was very frosty between Russia and America. At the time that they're telling us that, they're having all these military sorties with the Russians, which you wouldn't do if you were in a cold stance with them. So everything we learn is a lie. 1 second, Christian. Right, so this is Kaliningrad Oblast. It's just called Kaliningrad. There we are, Oblast. So this is the country that Russia owns, and it's now in Europe. There's Poland, there it is there. You've got Lithuania, Latvia, Belarus, and then down here is Ukraine. And it has water, obviously, there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so it's up there. They don't talk about this place here, though, do they? And Russia has their naval fleet there.
And I think because people have got small memories or short memories, that before CV-19, we had the issue over the Crimea and who it belonged to. And when that sort of like ceased or quietened down a little bit, boom, we had CV-19 starting, and then when that stopped, we're back to the Ukraine again, which is quite close to the Crimea, isn't it? So
yeah,
it's all
I just didn't realise that obviously when these countries broke up from Russia, because obviously that place, Lithuania, Latvia, Belarus and Ukraine were in it, this one stayed as a Russian country, and I didn't even know that, on the edge of Poland.
Wow. So it's about, I think what the actual fight is about is just land, and who wants to be the proprietor of the land.
And also, you know, that's on the edge of Prussia. That's where Prussia was, all this bit here. I think that's crazy.
Yeah, but it's like...
Well, the whole thing's crazy. Oh, there's Google Maps doing its bit as it zooms out. Still flat though, the picture. But anyway, Christian, we've been going for a little bit longer, but because obviously you're the person that told me about being able to book hotels in Ukraine.
Yes, it's quite bizarre, isn't it? In fact, you shouldn't be able to, because it should say because they are at war and it's not viable to travel there.
Yeah, they're worried about COVID on the internet.
It seems to overrule even war, unfortunately.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for passing that to me. Very strange that you can bring hotels up and it doesn't say anything.
You're very welcome, and I'll say goodbye to everybody.
Don't go just yet, Christian, but anyway, for the video, thanks, Christian.
Okay.
Hey everyone, it's Dr. Gary here. We're going to do a facial plastic surgery analysis of Megan Fox. She's a phenomenal actress. I think she was really good in Transformers as well as many other movies. And let's see what types of facial plastic surgery she may have had. We are going to add up all the procedures and summarize them at the end with all the costs, and so you guys can see what it costs to look and continue to look as beautiful as Megan Fox. In 2004,
so these are all the pictures that I took from this video. I'm not trying to take his content at all. In and see, and so that's why there's so many. So this is Kelly Osbourne and this is Megan Fox. But you know, now you take their hair out, you see, this is all they need. This is the bit that they swap into people: the eyes, the nose and the mouth, maybe even to the eyebrows. But they don't want your hair and your head and all that and your ears. They don't care about all that. They're gonna do what they do. So That's Kelly Osbourne and that's Megan Fox. But look how alike they are without their hair. Because don't forget, well, she used to look like that and she now looks like this because she's lost a lot of weight. But she now looks quite like Megan Fox. Incredible. So, what he does is he brings pictures up, say, I think he started 2006 with Megan Fox, 2006, 2007, 2008. And then as they're getting older, he's saying, oh, well, they've got false cheeks, they've had Botox, they've had their chin done, their nose done, their head raised, whatever it is. But the thing that I find most sort of the word alarming is that he is a plastic surgeon and he obviously did not look at these photographs very well. He didn't look at them properly, because if I can see all this and I've taken photographs off of his videos, then how does he not see it? So here he is, he's sort of explaining all the things she's got done, but I notice things like, let's go back to that one a minute, sorry, we might have to do that. I either film too fast or too slow, so a bit further back, let's have a look. Yes, here. So she has had all this plastic surgery to make herself look more beautiful and youthful. There's a dent in her cheek there, and there's also like a spot or something there, so yeah, that's but anyway, what I did is all the photographs and then I start blowing them up. So we're just going through all the photographs I took, but unfortunately Facebook, they never show them the way that I've actually put them on there. They always mix them up and do something. But anyway, so I take these, but I've zoomed in, I already know what I can see. He is only looking at pictures, and if he doesn't see it, he doesn't see it. But then I wouldn't want him doing plastic surgery to my face, because he doesn't see there's something wrong with all these photographs. Anyway, the photographs move on. This is him explaining stuff about her. So what he thinks that she's had done, maybe, he's looking at that bit between her nose and her lip. It's quite short in some of the photographs as she gets older, etc., like that. I think most of the photographs are just made. Even that one, there's false hair on her. Anyway, even that picture, mine. We're going to look a bit more at that picture, definitely. So she's had all this done. To him, he just thinks her nostrils. Wait, see that one there? Look at her hair and look at her fringe. It's fake. That is not real. It's not real. So anyway, this is what he thinks she's had done to herself. And then when you add it all up, it comes to that. That's his channel. Anyway, so now we're starting to break these photographs down a little bit more. When I'm starting to see that there are things not right with the photographs, even though I'm taking the photographs off his video. So I start looking at her eyes and that, and it just doesn't look right. See, there's something going across her teeth there. Do you see it? Here it is. Look at that. Because he's using photographs. What is this? Oh, it's just... Well, this is not right, is it? This isn't right round here. And this is off a video. Look at that zigzag down there. There it is again. That's her cheek in the photograph. Look at that eye. Look at it. Where's her pupil? What does that remind you of? That's disgusting. Look at that box round it. Look at that. It goes in there. Look at that. This isn't right. There's a line across there. And look at all that. Let's go back to that one a minute. We're coming back. Sorry, look at that. Oh, yuck. It's just like a horror story. If this is what there, look at that bit there. Look at this. If this is what plastic surgery does to you, I don't want any. You can see where the videos have been, the pictures have been doctored. Now they've given her big long eyelash, dark eyelashes. There's that thing on her ear. What does it look like to you? It's disgusting. So anyway, I'm just looking at these photographs and I'll be zooming. I mean, actually just looking at her face, they've put colour on her. Look at that high forehead. Just always a no-no for me. Yeah. Look at that. This is from those photographs when you just zoom in a little on the eyes. None of it's right. Ugh. Yes. I don't think that has anything to do with the fact that I've taken pictures off the video. He is using photographs on his video. And I can zoom in this much. And I did quite a few of these, which will come up a bit later on. There are letters and things on her lip. Look at that. Look around her eyes. She's only in her 30s. And look at the marks on her cheeks. Let's go back to that one again. Sorry, we're coming up. I might stop the video. Oh, that was a moth flying around my room. That's a big blimmin' moth. Now in my room, flying around my head. Oh, I don't like it. Go away, moth. Anyway, we're just coming up to that bit. There's the letters on her lips. Something going on up there as well. Yes, look at all this round here. She's only in her 30s, and look at all this pitting on her cheeks. There, look. So if this is what plastic surgery does to you, I don't want it. A little bit more in detail at that. I mean, how he has not noticed it? He's a plastic surgeon. Or that she's got fake hair on. It is like the model. This is a model which there is now Megan Fox. I think she looks awful. I mean, her nose, you don't see, it doesn't really look like she's got a nose. It's all, anyway, that's her hairline, and look at the fakeness in the eyebrows and that. They've just tweaked everything. And as you look at it, it looks awful. Look at her eyes. Yeah, we're moving on. Come on, move on, move on. There we go. Yeah, see, there's a 3, whatever that is, a J, a 3, and there's a letter. Look, this is her skin. Look at that. Look at it. And he didn't notice it, and he's the plastic surgeon. See the box? Look, it's box. Something wrong with her lip there. Something wrong here. And it goes in there, goes into her teeth. Look, see, it's all, look at it all. Look at it. She hasn't even got proper pupils. Where's her nose? Just zoom in a little bit on the photographs. I think you'll find it on nearly everything that you look at. You're just not realising that that's what you're looking at. I mean, look at her eye. It goes into her eyelid. That on her lip, her bottom lip. Look at her nostrils. Look at it. Look at that. Look at that. I'm sorry. That is nothing camera or whatever. There's the numbers on her lips. Look at that. Oh, it's just horrible. Men are fancying that. You can see why people say lizards, but it's all just man manipulation. Tell you a story of another set of lies about someone else. I mean, you've obviously lost a little bit of quality in the fact that I've copied it over I've copied it. That is Kelly Osbourne. She jumps in. I'm sorry, the pictures are all mushed up. And actually, her and Kelly Osbourne do look so alike. It was only because I wasn't even looking. I mean, look at that. Look what's wrong here. See, that's been doctored. Doctored. You expect a few of the pictures to be doctored, but it's everything is doctored. So obviously she used to look more like that, and now she's lost a lot of weight, and now she looks quite like Megan Fox. It's a bit of a shame as a plastic surgeon with glasses on that he's not noticing there's anything wrong with the pictures. There you go, you can get his services and go and have treatment. And I don't want any because he hasn't noticed the other people aren't real yet. Yeah, so hopefully through changing the filters you see the letters on the lips. I was like an E, an M, it's like 9. But when you put different colours on, there's a 5 now, you can see other letters in there. S, E, S, S, it was a 5, E, W. It's never, you can never quite make it out and whatever, and it's all a mishmash. But you see the letters on her lips, I've seen this quite often. It might be a copywriting thing, I don't know, but we've seen this quite often. Anyway, so, looking at Kelly, she's a bunch of layers of things and manipulation, and if that's what plastic surgery does to you, I don't want it. But we know it's fake, all of it, not the doctor.